What's up, everyone? Still haven't quite got anyone on yet, but that's alright. Just gonna do a few edits tonight, bit of a chill. So, come join us. Hopefully soon we'll have a few people on. Let's see what we get up to, eh? Alright, so just a nice little chill sesh on a Wednesday night. Can do some more editing on some of the photos that I've got there. Mostly all flowers tonight, but that's alright. Hey, bub. So, see who else pops on. That's a bit of a laid back live tonight. So, still waiting. Throw that link up, bub, and see who comes over. Don't know who will rock up tonight. I haven't really told anyone. On my other screen, I've got a folder for my screen shots. Rochelle. Hello, Paul. Marlin, hello. How are you? I am good. Just a bit of a chill night tonight. Erica, welcome. Gonna do some editing of flowers tonight. I didn't really advertise that I was doing a live tonight because I wanted to see who would actually show up. Hey, Mama. So it's good to see a few people jumping on. Julie put up the link on the Facebook page, so we'll see who pops in. Maria, hello. Paul, how are you? So yeah, just having a look. So yeah. Michelle, Mish. No classes tonight, eh? Hey Maria, hope you're well. Wow, I'm getting a few people on now. Good to see a lot of names are familiar coming up, which is great. Okay, Bob, thanks for that. See myself on YouTube. Pull up my YouTube. I just wanted to see on here it tells me numbers of people viewing, and Melvin, hello. Paul, how are you? Good to see you. How's it down, Getty? Yeah, there's a bit of a discrepancy in between. Oh, well, I thought there was, but apparently not. Like, it tells me on the live on YouTube there's 8 people watching, and it tells me here there's 8 people watching. No, okay. There is a bit of a discrepancy. It still says on YouTube that there's 8, and on here it says there's only 6. So, oh, it is what it is. Can't win them all. So, done, like and share. Awesome, thank you, Paul. Don't watch a video. I was in secret mode, so they wouldn't know it was me. Thank you for all the positive vibes. That's what I try and... Mama, hello, Paul. How are you? I try and stay positive as much as I can. Try and get through everything that's going on. Always thinking about what's the next thing I can do. Christine, hello, Paul. What I can do on the channel, where I can film, and up and coming things that I would love to achieve. But it's one of those things that I need the support from everyone to achieve some of the things that I've thought about, which would be really amazing to achieve. Not personally for myself, but for more Filipinos. So, Kim, hello, how are you? I'm at work, and when I'm at work, I'm always trying to think of different things. Some things that are not going to be done now or anytime soon, because it's something that needs to be done in the future when the channel builds, and I can start generating something off the channel. I miss it over there too, Mama. I wish I was over there now. I really do. I miss playing with the kids, doing piggyback rides and wrestling in the lounge room and that. I'm good, Kim. How are you? Me and my brother came up with an idea when the channel gets bigger, and much bigger. We thought of different things I could do with the channel, and different giveaways and stuff like that. And there's an idea that's floating around in my head that I would love to be able to achieve, but it wouldn't be an easy one to achieve until I get much further in with this channel. And thank you, Rochelle. Very much appreciated. So one of the ideas I had, me and my brother bounced off each other, was we thought about a community giveaway that could be great to do. And because we're both painters, we thought about doing a community giveaway where we would go and paint a school for free for the community. Just something as simple as that, just painting the buildings and sprucing up the school with a bit of paint and a bit of positive vibes and stuff like that. And I reckon that'd be amazing to be able to do it. Taking time off, going over there, having the channel big enough where I could make more videos over there by painting the school. I could hire some local painters to help us. And yeah, I reckon it would just be a really amazing experience to do like a community giveaway where we paint a school or something like that. It would just be great, because I've been over there, and some of the schools there, you look at the buildings, and made a joke to Julia, I'm like, that looks like a prison. because it just looked run down. But put a bit of paint on it, a bit of colour, and you just make everyone feel a lot better. So that's one of the ideas we've got, is doing like a community giveaway thing. But yeah, it wouldn't be possible unless this channel can build a bit more. So Alena, I think, I don't know if I pronounced your name right. Poe, I do apologize. It's amazing, your comment. It's heartwarming seeing people saying that they're learning stuff off the photography that I'm doing, and that's what I want to do. I want to be able to help and share what I know with other people. Like, by no means I'm no professional. I'm just a humble person that's took up a camera, had a bit of fun with it, and yeah, it's a really nice hobby to do. So yeah. Julie's running boss. She's a ball breaker. Yes, without Julie beside me, most of this wouldn't be possible. She's been very supportive. Does a great job in helping me out, especially with all these giveaways and stuff like that. I send her the money, and I never have to worry about it. It always, I know that it's in good hands, and it gets sent off to the next person that has won or whatever. Like right now, Julie's got the canvas prints for next month sitting in her place. She also got her print, which is her birthday in 3 days on the 24th. So everyone that's out there on the live right now, don't forget, hit up my channel, or hit up my Facebook page on the 24th. Send all the birthday wishes to her. She's getting old. It's time to trade her in for a new one. So I'll put her, because now she's getting older, I'll put out applications for girlfriends. Alright, so we'll have a look. Hello, Paul. Welcome for joining. So these are the photos. I'm gonna move over there, move it over to my other screen. So yep, these are the same photos. She thinks she's the boss. Hey Beth, it's good to see you on Doll. How's David? Has he had a good day? Have you had a good day? Let us know. So I'm gonna do some photos tonight. There's Madam Julie there. So basically all the photos that I've got today are flowers to do. I haven't gone through. He's okay? Well, that's good. Yes, applications are out, ladies. Looking for another girlfriend. Julie's getting old. She's gonna kill me when I get over there next. So, I love my flowers. I love taking all the different varieties and colours and all that, and all the different patterns. The majority of these ones that I have got here is the hibiscus, because the last job that I did, Obviously I had a lot of hibiscus flowers there, and there was so many different varieties that I wanted to get as many as I could. I haven't been able to do any others at the moment. This week at work, it's been pretty busy. That's great, Paul. I'll try and get some more videos up and not just doing editing. Or I might try and see if I can get some lives while I'm out doing photography. That way you can see the thought process that I have when it comes to picking my subject and what I do. But when I do those lives on my phone, I've got to make sure that I'm in an area where I can get cell reception. Otherwise the lives are not going to really work too well. I don't need protective gear. Mama loves me more. So I'm going to run through some of these photos. I had an idea for a photo on an edit. This one. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try and make the flower stay colourful, and I'm going to try and black out the background. I reckon it might look really nice. So you'll still have your pinks and your reds and yellows and the white in the flower. See, even Mama said in the comments she loves me more. She'll protect me. I'm the favourite child. So I'm gonna try that edit on that one. I might do that first. But I'll run through, because a lot of people that are on have seen some of these flowers from last time, but I'll run through them again just so everyone can see. There's a few different types. I think there's about 3 types that are not, or 4 types that are not hibiscus. The rest are. But I've got special plans for this one, so we'll have a look at that one after. So this is a hibiscus. It's a different variety. It's all bunched up right in the center. Right in the center here. If you did pull the petals aside, you will see the stem in the center there. So I do know it is a hibiscus. It's just a really weird one. Where was it? Library. Let's have a look in the library. This is a photo Christine sent me the other day to edit for her. That's a beautiful looking hibiscus. So there is other types out there, and that was just an amazing one. But as I edited that one up for her, and I sent it back to her because she wanted it. Them were flowers of her partner that they wanted to get edited up and put on their wall. So just remember what I said, Christine, with those flowers, with those pictures. I didn't write it on the text message, but I did notice as I was editing for you, especially on that yellow one, if you zoomed in really close to the flower, you could see the pixels coming through, and I've tried to hide it. So just remember, the more you blow it up, the more visible it's going to be. So maybe try, because I don't want you wasting money when you're blowing them up and being disappointed. Just try a small one, put it on the wall. get a couple different sizes. Don't go too big. So just try a couple. You got 4, 5 photos there. Try a couple of smaller ones, a medium one, and then maybe one large one. And then if you want later, you could replace them. But I don't want you blowing them up too big, because I don't want you to be disappointed that the pixels start showing. So what app am I using to edit? I use Lightroom. I use Lightroom on my phone as well. After the last live, Mish asked me the same question, what app that I use, and she sent me a photo, and I sent it back to her within probably 10-15 minutes, I think it was, Mish. And I told her that I edited that one on my phone, and she was shocked with the ability of me taking that a photo very quickly, editing it, and it was done on the phone. So Pasig, did I say that right? Pasig. I've been there. It's not a bad place. There's some interesting areas there. But Mish, with your photo too, you'll notice that with, like I told you, the clarity. I could probably pull that photo up on the computer and explain it better if you wanted me to. Right now, it's up to you. But when you've got if you're using Lightroom, guys, and you don't have the best of cameras, you can hide pixels to a certain point by using your clarity slider, and don't have your texture up too high. So if you pull down your clarity slider, okay, I'm going to jump to this photo really quickly. It is okay with you, Mish, if I put this photo up, because I don't want to put up a photo of someone that they don't want to. So just give me the okay, yes, it's alright to play around with that photo on the live before I do it, because I don't want anyone to be upset that I'm showing everyone their photos. I don't want to break anyone's trust. I don't want to step over anyone's lines. So if it's okay with you, Mish, I'll pull it up. Okay, cool. I just thought I'd ask that before I did it. Alright, so it was... Here you go. My brother being a tool. So these are just photos. Okay, here we go, guys. Here's something really interesting for you. This is I'll get to Mish's photo in a minute and I'll explain it. Believe it or not, I took that photo on my phone, on my Samsung. Just working in my own limits with my phone. Like, my phone's pretty good, but still, it's a phone, so you always work with what you got. So this was the photo. Okay, now I don't know how well this is going to come up in your on your thing. Like, all right, let's do an edit on this. Okay. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to reset. This was the photo Mish sent me. All right, Mish, I'm gonna run through this one. This one's for you, doll. And Nelvin, this one's for you, mate. Alright, so this is the photo Mish sent me. This was the original. She had gone and edited it herself, and she showed me, and I thought it was great. I love the vibrance in the color that she done. But in the clouds, you could see the pixels were starting to come through. But now, for me, if I was to take this photo for yous too, I would have yous more basically, basically like that, 3/4. So Mish, I'd have you turn slightly a little bit more. Nelvin, I'd have you arm down, probably even holding her hand just lightly, not too tight. Just remember, when you're taking photos of portraits of people and their hands are in the photo, keep the hands natural. Don't have them clenched or something like that. Just try and keep them flowy, if that makes sense. So I would have use more on a 3/4 angle. People, when they take photos, they do look better on a 3/4. Missy, hello, how are you? So probably more turned into each other, holding each other's hand. The hand over the shoulder is fine. Maybe even drop it to the back and hide that hand and just have the front hand. With up here, it can look really good if there was a lot of color in the if it was a sunset and there was a lot of color in there. I'd say, yeah, probably okay. It's probably all good, but there's a lot of dead space up the top. That's why I cropped it down for you. Just watch your feet here, that you either make sure they're fully in there, or I like to bring it up to the knee. But because of the position and the view and the style of photo, probably the full body one would have been better, and just have a little bit to crop down at your feet. I'm not trying to pick it on the photo. I'm just saying, like, this is another way you could have done it. This could have been more of a nice professional sort of pose, you could say. I'm just trying to give people insight of, if I was to position you, this is how I would have done it. So now, when I come to this, I decided that I was gonna take it to a 1x1, and because of the photo and it's good that everyone's talking. I did think about it, Mish, of, as you can see, that crop being at the knees, but it takes away from all this here, because I think that's still very interesting, having that point. I gotta remember I'm up here. Point. I am getting a better webcam next week. Hopefully, I order it online, so instead of being here, it'll be over here. So when I do look at the comments, I am looking at yous and not looking away from yous. I think it'd be better, and it's a bit better in low light. So I did crop it down to this. This was going to be a 1x1 shot for you. So that's what I had to play with, and right, so that's what auto gave me. Wasn't very bright or anything like that. So now I can start seeing. So I'll bring that back. Now I want to put a bit of detail in it, dehaze it a bit. Now you can see you can start seeing in the clouds, and I haven't even touched the clarity slider yet, that you can start seeing the little boxing in the clouds. So that's your pixels. So if you put the clarity up a bit more just to get that nice clarity, which is great for use to, it helps use to, all right, but it's not going to help, and you wanted a vibrant color, so we'll bring them up. Now you can really see in these clouds how they're very pixelated. I'll come back to that. I'm just gonna play around. So we wanted the shadows to be up a little bit more so we can see Mish's lovely little face. I shouldn't say little, lovely face, because she is very beautiful. We want the blacks to pop a little bit more. So bring the highlights down. See, the clouds are really bothering me. No, I won't do that yet. That was another thing. Whoop. That was another thing that I did, was play with the I did play with a clarity, a graduated filter for the clouds, and that helped me with the clarity a bit more too, and define them a bit more. But I'm not going to play with that just yet. I'm done. I want to keep playing with other bits and pieces. So we put I think I put the highlights up and drop the shadows a little bit. Gives it a bit more of a punch in the colors. Maybe the shadows are down. Bring the shadows. Bring the mid-tones down a little bit. So it's looking nice. Emily, hello, Paul. So we want really bringing up the saturation and really popping, because Mish loved it. When she sent me the photo, it was a very vibrant shot. So we'll really give her that vibrant photo. See, now the clouds, to me, I don't know how it looks on your end, but on my end it really bothers me, them clouds. Like Mish and Melvin is really good. The pixels haven't affected them, but it's the greater picture. This is what I say, focus on what you're trying to look at. And it sucks when you're trying to take a nice scenery shot like this of a lovely couple out on a day, but we can work with that. So just give me a sec. I'm still working on this image. So to help it out a little bit, I did play with the sharpening and put a bit of a mask on it to try and help the boxing issues of the pixels. So the clouds look a little bit better now. Notice that, Mish? How what actually was the biggest thing right there was the masking and the luminance slider. Alright, and the luminance noise reduction. So we will, because I wanted used to pop a little bit more. Masking's going to help. See, you can see right there, if you look at Melvin's chest, you can see there is pixel problem right there. Alright, you can't see it now, but once I go like that, you can see the pixel problem right there in his chest. So by moving that masking, you can see how it's starting to fade it away. that's helping you soften the image. But you got to be careful of that because you can soften it way too much. Alright? But this is going to be like an Instagram photo, or it's going to be a Facebook photo. It's not going to be blown up. So it might be okay by the time I finish playing with it. And then just a bit of luminance, noise reduction. You can see how, look at the clouds, you can see how they started softening out, but you got to be careful because the noise reduction is going to start softening them out way too much. It will help smooth out your skin, but I go like that, you can't see Mish's face or Melvin's face. So you want to be a happy medium where you start looking at it and go, I wouldn't take it past there. That'll be about as far as I go because Mish's face looks still lovely. Okay, I'll run back through it in a sec, Rochelle. So, what is that? I think okay, none of them. There is for Michelle and for Mish and for Rochelle. For pixelated, everyone, okay, pixelated. Your main things that are going to help you cover up pixel problems is going to be your clarity slider here. All right, and down in details, it's going to be masking, and it's going to be your noise reduction, luminance. And you put a little bit of color noise reduction on it too. It can help a bit. IG profile now this. That's good. So I'll do this one again for you, Rochelle. Okay, you can see, look in your clouds. Alright, see how bad they look? For pixels, it's not a bad photo. Okay, I am not bashing Mish's photo. This photo is very lovely. It shows an amazing. Yes, you're very correct, Michelle. I'll show you in a sec. They took a very lovely photo, but the camera that they're using, obviously, it's what they've got, which is what everyone's got. The best camera you got is what's in your pocket. So it comes down to the pixels and how to edit around the pixels. So this doesn't help your this doesn't help the pixels, all right, by playing with the sharpening, but it will help counteract the masking and the noise reduction for the facial features and stuff like that by putting a little bit of sharpening on. Because now everyone, if you watch this, okay, on Lightroom on the computer, it's a bit easier for me to see it because I can invert it to a black and white. Now that's I've got the Alt key down, so once I touch that slider, it goes black and white. Now I keep going until about there. It makes it easier for me to see it, but for you guys, what we do is we just start moving it, and you just start looking at your clouds, seeing you don't want the definition to go too far. I think 70 was where I was happy. Ah, damn it. 70, damn it. There we go. 70. Okay. Now I've done the masking. The noise reduction is going to help you watch the clouds. Alright, it's going to help you smooth out everything, but you don't want to go too far. Okay, now I keep saying this. Mish's lovely little face. Okay, watch that. When I play with this slider, watch that, and you'll know when you go too far. Okay. I came up with 30 last time, was about the sweet spot that I liked. But see how you look at their faces, it's changing, but the clouds are changing too. Now, if I go too far, they're too blurry, and the clouds are fine. They're nice and wispy and smooth and all that, but it's not going to be a photo that you want to use. Now, if you have a perfect photo, and your pixels and all that is great, right? Just say you got a really great photo, a really great camera and stuff like that. Your noise reduction can help smooth out skin. It's not going to fix it. You go Photoshop to fix all that stuff, which I don't really do. I'll do a general luminance noise reduction, and it kind of helps smooth skin. But that's something that I don't want to go into, is photoshopping imperfections out of people. So I'll leave it about there. So now the clouds look a hell of a lot better, and the noise reduction, the color noise reduction, that just it helps not so much with the pixel problem, but with Mish liking the high vibrance saturated photo, you're going to get color bleeding. Okay, so using the noise reduction color is going to help stop any over bleeding if you really zoomed in. Not saying that you're ever going to zoom in on a photo like this, because of the pixel problem you wouldn't get a really clear shot, but if I zoomed in on one of my photos from my big camera or my still camera, and I wanted the vibrance to go right up and I wanted the saturation to go right up, there's going to be noise problems with the colors bleeding from one to the other, so that can help balance it out. So that's one of the reasons, because I've made this a high vibrance, a high saturated photo. Now the clouds are still I can't zoom in. They're still a little bit pixely, so now I'm going to jump up to my clarity slider, because I haven't played. Oh, well, the clarity's up. All right. Now, if I take that back to normal, see, this is how you can make a real dreamy photo, by dropping your clarity slider. You can really make it harsh. Sometimes putting a bit more clarity in. Which photo? This one. Putting the clarity up on that, because it's a harsh photo in itself, is okay. But for people, you can bring it up. For landscape, you want to drop it down and give it a bit of a dreamy feel. Not too far where it wrecks the photo, but you want it to be a bit dreamy. Where did you used to go? There you are. So with the clarity slider, I had it up before and you could see the clouds were a little bit. Now I'm going to bring it down a little bit. So the clouds are looking not too bad. Now, to help out the clouds even further, what I would do is I would jump into a graduated filter. So using the graduated filter, bring it down to, we'll start there, we'll see. Oh, bring it down to about there. Right, so you can bring down to try and make these clouds pop a little bit more. I'm going to bring down the exposure, bring up the contrast a little bit, but you can notice that I've got my clarity slider here too again, so I can dehaze it a little bit. Oh no, don't dehaze it, only a little bit, but I can bring down the clarity slider again on that. So I'm playing with the clarity again on the clouds itself. The clarity before was a general whole global photo, but this is only for the top half. So Nelvin's got a little bit head higher, taller than Mish, so we don't really affect Mish. She still stays perfect and beautiful, and then we just got to watch Nelvin's head doesn't go a little bit skew-if. But by dropping the clarity down the bit that I did, helps a bit more. But playing with the other sliders, bringing up the noise. So what we want to do now, I've dropped the saturation a bit and the vibrance a little bit because there was a bit of bleeding going on. I could see up in the clouds. All right, there's still a little bit there, but that's what happens when you start saturating stuff and putting vibrance in. That's where your color bleed and all that's going to come from. Playing with your vibrance is where it's coming out of. So I'm going to bring it probably back a little bit, but there's something else you can do. Like, if you don't have to have your color vibrance right up and it's affecting all your photos. You can go into your individual colors, and now we're gonna make these greens pop by putting them up a little bit. Now it looks a bit greener. Your sky, bring that up a little bit. Bring that down because we're going to make it more of a light blue. Because you take the luminance up, it just looks wrong, but if you drop it a little bit, it gives it a bit more of a punch. Cooking dinner. Good man. Believe it or not, your orange tab is going to be your best friend for you Filipinos, because the orange tone is in your skins. So if you're subconscious about being too dark or whatever, you can change it a little bit. Like, I don't think you're overly orange or whatever, but in this color, in this photo, because I've bumped up the vibrance, all the colors are going to change. All right, so sometimes there you just play around with the orange to bring back the natural skin color, and you can just drop the saturation a little bit to make it a little bit normal, as long as you don't have too much of the orange tint in the rest of your photo. See, to me, on my camera, on my screen, I've got two different screens. One's really vibrant, one's more natural. So yeah. Playing with the yellow to try and make these greens pop just that little bit more. Hi, Papa. What app are you using? Marlon, it's Lightroom. You can download it on your phone. There is a free version. My version on my phone's paid because I've bought the actual computer version. Mitch, did you end up downloading Lightroom? Because I had Lightroom, the free version, before I started editing. I was using Lightroom when I was using my phone. That's where I started. Like, I didn't go with any of the other ones because I knew Lightroom was what everyone else was using and stuff like that. So, yeah, I only ever use Lightroom, and it's not cheap, the paid version. Okay, good. How are you finding it? You finding it okay? I suppose watching these lives will help you a little bit more understand it's not so daunting. Like I did, I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I just started playing with sliders, and I've made some really terrible edits. I went too far. But this is what the photo started off with. Okay, this was the original photo, and this comes down to the fact that it's not a bad day or anything like that. It's because all cameras are different, and that's what I turned it to. So I think it's quite a nice photo. A lovely couple, beautiful scenery. I don't know what way this is facing, because if it's facing the west, it'd be a beautiful place to do a sunset. If it's facing the east, like if the west is behind them, that'd be beautiful for sunset. That actual position for a couple photo shoot, sunset, on a day like that would have been magical. It was sunrise, and that was the east behind them. With all those clouds, that particular point would be amazing, because all these clouds would have lit up, made some beautiful colors. So that July, hello Paul, how are you? To me, that's a beautiful place, lovely scenery, lovely couple, and thank you very much, Mish, for allowing me to show this photo and doing the edit with everyone, because this is a very helpful photo to show people, because I can't show people the cameras that have got pixel images problems, because I could go and buy a camera that's got bad pixels and do that way, but I've got an Oppo A9 over there which has got like a 48 megapixel camera, and I got to get back into doing some more photos of that. And I know it's not cheap. I think last time I looked at it on Lazada, it was about 15,000 pesos. But if you wanted to get into photography, okay, it's a phone, but it's also got a really good camera in it, really good video capabilities. Look at something like that, okay? It's, some people go, oh, it's an Oppo, blah, 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 whatever. You're looking at the camera, all right? Most people, their limit's 10,000 for a phone, but if you're serious about photography, you're not going to be able to buy the camera that I've got. It'd be out of the price range for most people. But if you can save that little bit extra and go to a $15,000 phone and take care of it, and don't break it, because it is a phone and it is going to break eventually, but if you take care of it, you're essentially giving yourself a step up in your photography too. So Mish, I can put this on my phone and I can send it to you if you wish, but you also got those other versions, but if you want, I will send this one to you too. Alright, so we'll go back to the library. And yeah, obviously you can see I've got other women on my phone, or on my computer. But as I'll see a photo and I want to edit, I'll take a photo and I'll edit. I'll take it off their Facebook page or something like that, if that's something that they're showing people. I don't try and do it very often, because I don't want to get in trouble for being creepy or a stalker by taking someone's photo and then editing them, because if they don't want it, it can be taken the wrong way. But I did it to the sister-in-laws and they were very appreciative of it, and some of them asked me to do some edits for them. Some of the friends that I've met through here, I've taken a photo of theirs and I've edited it and sent it back to them, and they loved it. But I'm just reading all the comments. So, but I'm going to get into this little beauty. It's only a little one, but I want to do a different style of photo with this. So where are we going to go? What are we going to do? So we want to take this to a 1:1 crop, not 1:1. So you can see in this photo, I actually took this from my phone. None of these flower photos were taken with, not one of these flower photos. Well, actually, none of these photos in this folder here, down along the bottom, were taken with my big camera. Every single one of them was taken with my phone. Either the phone that Julie's got. Yanni, Hello, how are you, Paul? Welcome. Thanks for coming. I took all these with my camera, with my phone. So if you look, I've zoomed back in on this one, you can notice that it's blurred out, that pedal, but I was actually focusing on the stem. I wanted to make sure that was in nice focus. So that was my focal point for that one. But it is what it is. Like, if I had my camera, I could have probably got everything in focus there and then tried to blur the background. But hey, yeah, pick your battles. So do a bit of a just a basic edit. So now I want, so this is global controls, right? yeah. It's all flowers. Well, you just missed me doing a photo of Mish and Melvin. Melvin. I keep getting confused with Melvin and Neville. Neville, but it's Melvin. I did a beautiful photo that they took. I edited it up, and it had a bit of a pixel problem in the photo because of the camera. Nothing that they did wrong, nothing that they could have done, but I did an edit on it to show everyone how to overcome a pixel issue. So, and it turned out quite nice. If you do get a chance, Yanni, after the live or tomorrow, whenever you got, jump back on the first half and have a look at that photo. So yeah, I edited it for a little bit, but jump back on that and have a look, because I know you're trying to get into your photography and learning a bit, and especially about editing and stuff like that. So jump back on and watch that after, whenever you get a chance. Doesn't have to be straight away. So I've dropped the exposure on this one because I don't want it too bright, but I want the flower to be bright. So how do I overcome that? It's simple. It's something I did the other day, and I never thought of it, and I did it, and I actually edited it off my phone. To overcome that, what you're going to do is use a gradient filter, but a circle one. And this is how you're going to turn and we're going to make sure we invert it. So that's, well, I got to remember I can't use my finger, I can't point at it. I've got to use my cursor. So that is what the photo exposure was. All right. Now I want my flower to look a little bit brighter because it's white. So you want to bring out the exposure, and now it is exposed a little bit more. Like I can take it down. See that's exactly the same as the background, but it's still dull. Okay. I want my flower to stand out a little bit, so I can bring it up to one stop. You can really take it too far, but one stop. So it brings a bit more colour. I can play with the whites and bring the whites up a little bit more. But oh, that's cute. I hope she likes it. So I want to bring up the colour in it a little bit more, so I'll bring up the whites a little bit. And it's really starting to pop. That white's starting to pop. It's great. Make the texture a little bit. See, your clarity can be really good and really bad. I'm going to bring up the clarity a little bit because it helps bring out the little veins in the petals to be a bit more predominant. Don't want it too much. Put a bit of a dehaze on it. Bump the whites a little bit more. That's really going to pop this flower now. Yeah, it is. I'm going to leave the graduated the graduated filter one, the radial filter. I shouldn't say graduated radial because it's a circle. Radial filter there. Yeah, it's radial. I'll learn them eventually. I'm going to leave the radial filter like that. Now, what I'm going to do is a little bit. Now, I'm just going to play around with the other tabs for a second, just because I want to get everything right before I play with that one thing that I want to do. Lens corrections. But see, I can do my lens corrections here on this one because it knows what phone it's coming from. If someone sends me a photo and I download it, it doesn't, most of the time it doesn't know where that photo was taken from, what phone. But because it was my camera, it knows that it came from the Samsung. Some of the other photos, they'll tell me it comes from the Huawei that I had. But I'll do that. Details are done. Slight vignette in the corners. Nice little black one. Now, this is the panel that I wanted. A few talents Tim's got. No, I don't have any talents. I'm talentless. So, this is what I want to do. I want to drop the whites out and stuff like that. Yellows, that's what I was playing with. So we don't want to play with the yellows, right? So, we've got to be careful, because I'm playing with the yellows. There's yellows in the flower. So, got to be careful. Well, that doesn't really matter, so So apparently there's a bit of a blue tinge in the flower. So we'll just drop it a little bit. Still looking nice. Archery. So it kind of worked the way I wanted it to. There is another way you can do this, and that's by photoshopping it. But I really can't be bothered. I'm too lazy to play with Photoshop. Photoshop is so extensive. It's a whole new game. Like I could trace around the edge of the leaf and all that in Photoshop and cut it out and then just black out the rest. But just by playing with, depending on the colors that are in your picture, if you play with the saturation slider and the luminance slider on these colors here, as you can see with the green, I've dropped them down. The yellow, I left alone because I found it was yellow in the flower. That looks pretty cool. Drop it down, make it pink. Oh, no, leave it up. Oh, actually, you can't see it. I got my archer. I got my bow behind me. Mama's still watching. So, yeah, you can get these sort of photos by playing with your colors. Just you got to be careful what's actually in your photo before you start playing with it. Otherwise, it might not work. You can do the Photoshop way, but I just couldn't be bothered. I really couldn't. Too much effort, too much work. I'm not too disappointed with how that photo came out. I think it's okay. I've got another one of that same flower that I could edit up, and he's a bit more of a nicer flower. I liked him. He was cute. So I might play with that one next. So let me know in the comments. What's everyone's thoughts on that edit? I know it's not going to be for everyone, and some people are going to want the bright green and all that, but I thought maybe a dark background and make that flower stand out would be nice. So let me know in the comments what's your thoughts on that flower. Okay, so cute flower. I'm gonna go over to this one. Same type, Yeah, I thought it looked nice with the darker background. Sometimes green can be too much. I actually knew one photographer. He was doing editing, and if he had any green in his photo, he would literally black it out. Okay. Righto. I'll talk about that in a second, Bob. Thank you. He absolutely hated green, and even if he's on rolling hills or whatever, he'd turn the green yellow, he would turn the green black, he'll turn the green whatever, as long as it didn't look green. So yeah, I'm gonna edit this photo. It's not the same flower, it's on the same bush. So what people didn't realize is we have been running a giveaway in the background tonight, and Julie's been writing Julie's been writing names down of people that have been watching and people that have been commenting in the comments, and I've just asked her, I sent her a message saying to draw out a name for me, and the lucky first winner is Emily. Emily, you're the lucky winner of the first name picked for 500 pesos tonight. So jump on Messenger a little bit later, send me a message, and Julie will get your details and she'll send through 500 pesos for you. Thank you very much for your support. I know you've been on the channel for a very long time, Emily, since very close to the start, and it's always great to have you commenting on all the photos that I put up, and also getting on the lives when you can, because I know sometimes there you can't because you don't have loads. So congratulations on the first one, and there's still more time, so a little bit later. Send her. I need a drink. I'm running out. I'm getting dry mouth. Yeah, if the backgrounds are darker. Yep. I asked Julie to write down names for this live, so I'm gonna say it now. I'm trying to be positive. I'm not gonna have a big long whinge about it, but I tried to do these raffles to get people to come to my lives, so they can learn, watch. I love talking to people. And then last week when I did my first live, word got out that I was giving away money, and I had 200 comments. And the only requirements that I had was I wanted you to stay on the live for the whole time. That I wanted people to comment a certain phrase on a certain video. And when it come time to draw it, I had 200 comments, and at the end of the live, I only had 20 hours of watch time. So that tells me that there was a lot of people that just jumped on for the money and couldn't be bothered to just listen to it in the background. So tonight, I didn't tell anyone. Oh, I told one person. that I was doing a live. I wanted to see how many people wanted to be here. And for those people, they were going to have the chance at the raffle tonight. I didn't tell anyone at the start that I was doing raffles. I just got Julie to write down names, and she has sent me a photo on my phone of the name that she had pulled out. All this money that I give away comes out of my own pocket. I don't ask for very much. I always give out to everyone that I know, and I'll never ask for anything in return. But people want me to do giveaways, and that's fine. I can understand the way things are over there. People are struggling over here as well. I'm fortunate that I'm still working, and everything like that. But I can't achieve other things without the support. Like, essentially, the stuff that I want to achieve is in the hands of other people. There's not a lot I can do. I can produce content, I can do small giveaways, and I can do stuff like that, but it's up to the supporters, the followers, to help me achieve that, because the money that I generate out of this channel or whatever, I want to put back into the channel. I want it to help me travel around the Philippines. I want it to help me buy more gear so I can eventually, if I could buy a whole new setup on a camera, the camera that I got, my first thought that I ever wanted to do was give that away as a full kit to someone. It's still great. It's still a good camera. There's a camera that I want to upgrade it to. I wanted to be able to go say, right, here's a tripod, here's a bag, here's a camera, here's the batteries, here's everything you need as a setup, and congratulations, that's yours. I'll spend a week with you and show you how to use it. But these are things that I thought about, but I can't achieve without help. So tonight I've still got 2 more giveaways to do, and I hope everyone sticks around. Pretty much everyone that has come on this live tonight has been here from the start. There's a couple that has joined in, but that's fine. But the best thing is everyone is actually talking in the chat, which is great. Whether they're talking to Garland, to Julie, or other people, I do not mind. If they struggle with my English and they get nosebleeds, that's fine. Talking to Garland, Julie will pick up on that question, or Rochelle will pick up on that question, or a couple of other people that know me will pick up on that question, because Rochelle has helped me out before. They'll translate it for me if you're struggling, and then I can answer your comment. So that is as much as I'm going to say on that. I wish everyone the best of luck with everything, and I hope we can work together and we can achieve great things, because I don't know if I actually... Hey Bob, have I told you about the oh yeah, I did. I told you earlier, right, about the community giveaway. There's one other giveaway that I'd love to achieve and love to do, but it's something that I am not ready for. One, I need some different gear. 2, I need money to hire people, which is where the channel will come in to help me to be able to do that. And what I would love to achieve, and I thought about this a couple of weeks ago, is in a few years' time, I would love to do a giveaway of someone to photograph their wedding. Now that's going to be a major giveaway for someone on their special day. But it wasn't just going to be that. I was going to do their wedding photography, spend the day with them and everything like that. But I was also going to look at hiring videographers to help film the wedding. So you wouldn't just get photos, you'd get a video of your wedding. They can do videos for me so I can post them up. So there's dreams that I'm coming up with and ideas for giveaways and stuff like that that are going to make people go, wow. But I can't achieve that until I get the support of others. Like I've seen some YouTubers that just pocket all the money. Like Julie knows about it. There's a person that, and Mish knows about it. There's a person that wants to get 50,000 subscribers, and they're willing to give $10,000 away once they hit that mark. They have gave you a long list of I won't swear, a long list of stuff that they want you to do just so they can make money. At not one point did their giveaway look like they were trying to help anyone. Like, I've gave more money away this start of this year than they would ever give away in probably one whole year of their giveaways. Some people may say, oh, well, you're a foreigner, you can do it. But that's still my own money that I'm giving away to give someone a chance to have a better life, a better chance, a better whatever. Because it's going to make a difference. It's not about me, it's about helping others. So I'm going to move on from all this doom and gloom, and I'm going to get onto my pretty little flower, and I'm going to edit him up, and I'm going to move on to our next flower. So, yeah, you know about that one, Mish. That's where I actually come up with it. I seen you thing, but I just honestly believe that she is out for herself and doesn't give a rat's butt about anything else. It's sad. It really is. Right. So, this flower. We are going to cut you down, my friend. I do apologize. We want to go a 1x1. I like using a 1x1 because I love putting the flower in the center. So, if people are wondering why I keep cropping 1x1, it's because I want the flower to be in the center. Okay? There's not a lot going on other than in this photo or any of the other photos. There's no lovely landscape behind it. So I go 1x1. It was different when I did my frangipani from the challenge last week on Sunday. When I did that one, I wanted the background in it as well. Well, background. That was a different thing because I wanted the leaf in it and all that. So 1x1 for this one. Gonna make him look pretty. Let's get into it. Basic controls. Love to use my auto as base. Some people say, hey, you're cheating. No, I just use it as my base and then I move sliders around. If I say, oh, okay, maybe it looks alright, I'll leave it there. But like I want some more black in here. Put a little bit more white. Bring the shadows. No. Bit there, I suppose. Bring the highlights down a little bit. So, yeah. So please, guys, chill with me. I love being on these lives, and I really love being able to connect with all you guys and learning a bit more about yous and everything like that. Sometimes it's a little bit hard for me to pronounce names. But I try my best, and I do apologise if I do say your name wrong. And yeah, I love getting on these lives. Like, I was actually feeling a little bit down this morning, today, about coming on this live because of the last week's, and it just, yeah, I'm gonna push that aside. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna go back to my my flower, go back to my happy place, go back to the flowers. So, what do we want to do to this? We definitely want to bring up a bit of texture. Drop the clarity a touch. I love using dehaze because it really brings some color back into it. Like, this is what the dehaze slider does. Like, it can go too far. Like, that's probably too far. It's taken away from the flower itself, but probably there's nice. It gives it a little bit more punch in the colors, bit of vibrance, bit of saturation. Sorry, just gonna take some more Too Big. I do appreciate all the support, guys. I really do. I'm far from talented. I really am. So this is one of the reasons why, I love interacting. Like, it's gonna be hard, so I do apologize if I do mix you up with someone else. But Clarissa, how is your little baby going? I do remember your message that I got ages ago. How is your little warrior going? And this is the reason why I love this page and this channel, is because I get to know other people. I get to know their lives. And your name does stand out to me. And I do hope that I am remembering correctly. So, there's a little bit of a delay in my comments, but it's alright. So I'm gonna leave that one there. I'm gonna move into some other sections. I was correct. Yeah, I thought so. Little boy, wasn't it, Carissa? Your son? Or daughter? I can't quite remember that one. But I hope your little one's doing well. Thank you, Beth. I do love our little chats that we do have. Brightens up my days at times. And that's the thing, guys. I'm making friends around the Philippines. Like, I know I could knock on Christine's door and she'd welcome me in her house with open arms. I could sit down and have a chat with her. I could knock on Mish's door and I know that I'll be welcome. And that's the thing that I love about the Filipino hospitality, and why I've come to a place where Philippines feels at home. And with this channel, I'm making more and more friends around the area, and it's great because I want to travel, and I want to see more. I want to go places and take videos and get more photos of the Philippines. I remember small things and the little details. And it was a sad story, and I do remember it. But I always love seeing people and talking to them, and learning new things and learning their stories in life and how they are, and everything like that. Like, I will try and not bring things up, personal stuff up, especially on the lives. Like, I'll ask you how your little warrior's going and stuff like that, but I'm not going to talk about it, of the everything that I know that you talk to me in a private message. I will ask you how you're going as a general thing, how's your family going as a general thing on the lives. But then if you want to have a chat in personal and have someone to listen to and stuff like that, I'm always welcome. I'm always there. My phone's always on. I'll get to a message when I can get to it. And yeah, because I've witnessed things in my life and stuff like that, so it's always good to be able to chat to people. I think he needs a little bit more of a vignette. I like having a little bit more darker around the edge. Oh, durka. Actually, I don't really think there's a lot that I want to play around with, like, color wise. I just think, like, this is what I started with. Lovely little flower, and then I just make the colors pop a little bit more. Like, that's like a more of a natural sort of edit. It's not over the top. It's not out there. It's not overly vibrant, but like, it started off like that, and I've turned it to that, and it just makes him pop, makes him pop. So, and I do apologize if I say him, but I like saying him. Yes. So over there it is called that, and I can't say the name. But in Australia we call them hibiscus. So that's, when I say hibiscus, it's what you know it as over there. Like Hawaii call them hibiscus as well. They've probably got a native name, but they call them hibiscus as well. I think they're actually the native flower for the Hawaii Islands, or the national flower or whatever. So that is that one. So far tonight we have done this one. We have done this one. And we also... Yeah, I said to my brother the other day, I'm like, I wonder how we'd go smuggling trees, hibiscus, over to the Philippines, and then I'll give Julie a bunch of flowers, bushes, and she can grow them and then we can sell them as cuttings over there. Rare flower from Australia. But I'd probably get locked up in prison. I don't know if I'll make it past the Australian borders, actually. They're pretty pedantic on stuff like that. So I might do this one next. Nice little red one. This was taken. This photo was last year sometime, and yeah, it was at a job site, and that's where I get a lot of these photos where they're just at a job site or something like that. So, I lost something. I do see my name pop up at times. I just thought it was a nice little flower, a little cluster of flowers, and they weren't very big. Like they were maybe about that big, so it weren't very big. But I thought it was cute. I thought it was nice. So I'm gonna edit this one next, and we're gonna go surprise, surprise, a one by one. But actually, no, I don't think a one by one. A shot. 4x3. It is 4x3. Okay. I'm going to leave it in the 4x3. That's the way it was shot. Come on. I do. Oh, here we go. Pickup lines. What did I miss? I thought I was going to read the best thing is to fall on you. Can I take option C, fall on you? Alright, so I'm gonna leave it as it was shot. But I'm gonna get it edited up. So I just I'm not actually sure on the flower itself. Hang on. I can probably find. I can probably, because I don't know about your phones over there, but Samsung, if you can go into the photo, and you can also press like Bixby or whatever it is, or whatever the program is, and it can start searching the it'll start searching the web for whatever it thinks it may have been. I just got to try and find where the photo was. I know it's on my phone somewhere because I pulled it off my phone the other week when I decided to. Oh, hang on. Did I send that to... Actually, I may have deleted it. I don't know. I think I may have deleted it. But yeah, you can. There is programs on your phone, and that's what helps me at times trying to work out what flowers are what. It searches the internet for them. Yeah, I think I've gone past it, so I deleted it. So I wouldn't be able to pull it up yet. But yeah, I normally use a... Okay. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. I actually don't know the name of this one, but next time I see one, I'll take a photo and I'll try and see if I can find the name. I just asked Julie to give me another name, and she has just kindly sent me another name of the next one for tonight's giveaway. And the lucky winner is Rochelle. You're the next lucky winner. And this is what Julie's sending me. She's writing them down, and she sends me the names. So, Rochelle, congratulations. You've just won 500 pesos on tonight's live. I'm pretty sure you know what you need to do. I don't think I need to tell you. But Julie and I will be in contact with you to get your details so we can send it over to you. And hopefully it can help the family out a little bit. Details. I'm going to actually type that in Google, and I'm going to see if I can pull up the photo of it. Oh yeah. So, actually, guys, I reckon yous will be very close to that one. I think by the looks of the flower that yous are messaging and saying, it's very similar. So it's probably part of the same family. So here's a little bit of So I've got some information on the flower. If it's part of this family, okay. So this is one thing I like doing, and with flowers, is learn a little bit more. So other names it's known as is the jungle flame, or it's also known as the flame of the woods. It's commonly a shrub, which obviously, we all know that. But it is native to southern India, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. So, and then it's just spread around the world. But, yeah, interesting. All right, so comments are going nuts. All I see is pick up line, pick up line, pick up line. All right, so the back to the flower lens correction. All right, so we know. Actually, I had my Samsung at that stage. I retired the Huawei. Wow. I was sure that would have been a Huawei. We want to make this pop. Make it pop a little bit more. Pop. So just playing around with the colors, just making that red. Making that red pop a little bit. Just looking at the... For everyone that has shared this live, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. Everyone here is most likely a subscriber, but give us a thumbs up on the live. Share it around with your friends and stuff like that, and try and get some of your friends and family to come over to the YouTube and over to the Facebook page and join in. More the merrier. So yeah, all the good stuff. Share, like, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Sounds like a broken record half the time when I say it online. That's a very pretty flower. So, gonna make these greens pop a little bit. Just want them to pop. Just make them pop. So once again, congratulations, Rochelle, on the giveaway. You deserve it. Your big support. So if I planted Julie in the ground, she might grow. Just put some fertilizer around her feet. She doesn't have to jump on New Year's anymore. Wow, that is a big difference. So I'm quite happy with the photo with the edit. I don't think I need to edit it any further. I think it's quite good. And this is what it started at to what it's finished at. The greens are just a little bit more vibrant. Like, I like the shade, the darkness, by dropping the exposure a little bit. And then putting a bit of a vignette around the corners really helps. So, I do think that that's quite a lovely flower now. I should really start an album on the Facebook page with just flowers that I do, and put them all in there. So then when people want to have a look at flowers, they can always go to the Facebook page and jump on that album and have a look. So yeah, everyone's like, you need more subscribers and more subscribers. Like, I got a lot of subscribers with the Easter giveaway because that was one of the requirements, but I want more dedicated subscribers. I want more people that want to be on my channel, that want to watch what I'm doing. You can have 1 million subscribers, but if you're only getting 100,000 people watching your videos, what's the point in having that other 900,000? Like, I want more people that want to be part of a community and stuff like that. No, I probably just sat down and everything just shook. So, what's everyone think of this edit? Let us know in the comments. That's the before, and that's the after. Just made it pop a little bit more. Like, you don't have to go too far with photos. And I used to take photos, in my opinion, I used to take photos way too far in the editing process. I used to go outrageous colours and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it looks really nice. I'm forgetting what. Yeah, I reckon darker is a little bit better. It does help. Because that's the thing, you take a photo and it's going to be bright outside or something like that, so editing it's going to help you be able to bring back the exposure a little bit, because realistically there's only like a fraction of twice in the morning and in the afternoon. There's only a fraction of time that you get that perfect light that makes everything look beautiful, but then it's gone like that. Like, so you got to do your best. Like, shooting past 9 o'clock to up to about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon is really challenging to take photos because the light's so harsh. But yeah, it's just things you got to learn to work with or learn how to edit. So still waiting for Julia to tell me what I forgot. Oh, Chris, I've been doing editing on photos for probably a year and a half, a bit more now. So in time, yes, I've got a little bit better at it. I'm not good at it. There's far more that I should learn or know than what I do, but it gets me through what I'm doing, so I can't ask for any more. I really want to. I really want to do this photo. I really want to do this one. So I think we found out on Sunday. No, when was it? Wednesday last week, I think we did. So if anyone's wondering what this flower is, it's the gardenia, I think it was. Gardenia? No. Oh, I can't remember. I lost it now. I lost it. See if I can find it. Make sure I didn't delete it. I actually said the name the other week, but I can't remember it now. Now it's doing my head in. Pronouncing words. There's that flower. Pronouncing words and saying words are really hard for me at times because I can't read very well. You terrible woman. How long did you search up all these pickup lines for? So if we type it into here, oops, switch. Gazalea. Oops, turned it down.
Gazina.
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 Gazina. Alright, well I pronounced it wrong. Gazina. That's the flower. Alright. It comes in lots of different varieties, these flowers. And I actually was at a job site where I found a heap of these ones growing in the gardens, and every day I was walking around searching for them, and I'd take a photo every time I'd see a different one. I don't know if I still got them, but I came up with so many different varieties of them. There's some there. So I've got one that I did the other day. This one there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 other ones that I've got on my phone that are slightly little bit six on my phone that are slightly different patterns and colours. Love this photo, I've never seen it. So Gazania, I think was the name. It's Gazaina, spelt. Your flower. How about the Philippines? Not so familiar with the flower. So yeah, there's heaps of different varieties of this flower, and different color patterns. Like there's a really pretty one. I don't know if I can bring it up on the thing, but the light is too bright. I wonder if I can turn that off for a second. Actually, will that help? So there's one. That's on my phone. So it's got like a different center, and then it's got like pink running through the flower. Like then you got this orangey red one. Whoa. So that's slightly a little bit different. All the same flower, just differently done. All the things are different. Here's a little orange one. Wow. So yeah, heaps of different different varieties. Whoa. But yeah. Yep, that's the spelling. My bad, I spelt it wrong, or I gave it to you wrong. I put the I in front of the N. But yeah, it's quite a pretty flower. Yeah, it looks very similar to a sunflower, just a little bit smaller. They don't really get that big. Alright, so let's edit this one quickly, and we might leave this one as the last one tonight. I'm having fun, but I've got to get up for work early. So I did. Okay, I'm going to drop the exposure, bring up the contrast, bring up the highlights a little bit, drop the shadows, bring up the whites, drop the blacks, so we want them to pop. You can see that it's just the images from that to that, like the colors just look better now. And there you go. This flower was taken on Hawaii. That's how old this photo is. Done it on the Hawaii. Wow. The last couple edits that I've done, I've actually haven't done my tone curve. Wow, what's wrong with me? I just looking a lot more better this photo. It's coming out quite nice. Just making it pop. Alright, thanks, Bob. That's what we started with, and that is what we got. So, very lovely photo, very lovely flower. The best part about, do I send it in the airmail, Mama? Send you a flower? The best part about doing these flowers is there's not a lot of editing needed. You can just bump it up a little bit with the color wise, and you don't have to worry about too much. Like it's pretty simple sort of shot because you want to get nice. Like I could have done it over the top, it wouldn't have looked nice, so I've gone on a slight angle for it. Would have been better if I had a little tripod to help. Yeah, so that's the thing, like just making them just pop that little bit. Don't go too far, but like it starts off fairly washed out and then just bringing the color back. Especially the bark, like boosting the color and stuff like that, and dehazing it and stuff. Just giving that bark a bit of color, it really helps that flower stand out more. It doesn't look as washed out. So and for Yanni, I know she's still there. I would probably put my name down in the left hand corner. It doesn't need to be right, left, center. Even though it's square, I just think on that one, probably in the left. On the last one that I did, I'd probably put it on the right because of the leaf and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I've had. I know you're there. You're always there watching because you want to learn more about the things. So, for me, I might actually go through and do it now while I'm thinking of it and save it, and then I can pull it down onto my phone, and then I can get them up online just so everyone can see them. Watermark. I'm going to put it on the left. Just a nice, simple. You don't want too big of a name watermark. Just a simple, small one. Once I put them up, you'll see the size of the watermark, so it'll give you an idea. Oh, your pickup lines are terrible, girl. I'm glad you're not trying to pick up in a bar. So with this one, Yanni, I'd probably, because of that big leaf down here on the left, and there's nothing there, I'll probably put my name there just because it gives something for that corner, for the eye. And we need to bring it over. We need to bring it down a little bit. About there. So. Gonna have to get these photos up. I think these are quite nice, these edits. Nothing too strenuous tonight or anything like that, just nice chill night. Do a couple of flowers, sit there, look at them. Pretty flower. This one, with this one, Yanni, I'd actually probably put it in the center. That's just my personal preference on this one, just nice one under the center. Just exporting them all out, just so I know where I need to go to pick them up. Export. And then with this one, yeah, I'll just center it again underneath. Actually, I don't need to do that. Yeah, that's what Julie keeps telling me. Some of the photos that I take, the raw photo of them is great, but most of the photos that you do on your what is my favorite flower? I don't really have a favorite flower. I just love looking at them. Don't like growing them because I can't grow flowers, but I love just seeing the pretty flowers. Like, I don't really have one that sticks out. I just love seeing pretty flowers. I just read yours. Can I play with your flower? um, right. So you want to see? Okay, I'll show you what that will look like, Yanni. Yeah. Okay, so now I've exported them all out. So I just thought it was a little bit interesting because, like, when I cropped down on this one, the thing why I didn't, so the reason why I didn't crop out the top, Yanni, was because of I like this leaf here. That was interesting to me, and that's why I didn't crop it out. Now, if I was to crop this down to a 1x1, you still want to have it in the center, okay? Now, you're still going to have the chairs in the background because if you crop it down like that, it's unproportional because your subject is up the top. It may work because of the leaf. So let's have a look at that. Now, that's what it would look like before, after. So that's what it would look like if you cropped it down to that, a 1x1. It's still a nice edit and stuff like that, but to me, that's your focal point. You can use this as like a foreground interest. That's your focal point, and then it'll just be just a blurred background just to fill in the space. So, okay, good. I'm just trying to make sure that it makes sense. It makes sense in my head, but may not make sense in other people. I actually think my favorite one of the night, guys, that I've done was this one. That's probably my personal pick would be this one tonight. But I'm going to go back to this one. And I'll put it back to as shot. So I use that as a bit of a filler, Yanni, for the background. Even though it's blurred out. If that was in focus, the background was in focus, I would hate this photo because it's too distracting. But because it's blurred out and I've focused on that flower, it works. But if it was in focus, I would hate that flower. Well, you probably could darken them out if you really wanted to, but I reckon the way they are, because it's not very distinct on what it is, well, you know what it is because of the shape, but because it's not so distinct and it's blurred, it's fine, I reckon. Because your eye is straight to the center of the flower. Alright, so tonight I will get these up. soon onto the Facebook page. We had some nice flowers tonight, and we had Mish's photo of her and Nelvin. Yeah, Nelvin. I keep saying that wrong. I do apologise, mate. We've known each other for a while now, and I still say your name wrong. No, well, that's the thing. The background's blurred enough that it's not going to distract it. So that's the main thing. And you got to pick and choose. Like sometimes you can take a photo shoot of someone in a public place, and if you blur that background out, it can quite look good. But if you get everything in focus, it just looks wrong depending on the situation that you're in. If you wanted to look like they're in the street or something like that, that's fine. But if you're at a sporting event and you're just taking a photo of someone on the sideline, you don't always want the rest of the people to be in the photo, so blurring them out if you can would be great. But we've got one more raffle winner tonight. Julia has already drawn it out and sent it to me. The lucky winner is Christine. So please send us a message. Favourite one is Mitch and Melvin's photo. It is a lovely photo that they did. Yes, I do like that, and I'm glad that I could have edited it for them. So, Christine, please send us a message. You're a lucky winner of 500 pesos tonight on this live. Congratulations. I hope it can help the little family. And thank you for your love and support to the channel. You've been amazing. Speaking of that, because of that, I better move that over to develop. That was the photo that I did of Mitch and Melvin. Gonna export that. Going to put no watermark on that because they don't need to have my watermark on it. Export. Now I can pull all them down to my phone, and I can get them all uploaded. So well, so yeah, they'll be uploaded soon, and congratulations, Emily, the first winner, and she's still with us tonight. Very good, even through the problems of loading with her signal and everything like that. She's still bared with us on this live, which was amazing to see. Rochelle, congratulations for your to you too. Thank you for your ongoing support. It's amazing. A newfound friend, and Christine, congratulations too. Thank you for all your support. You've been amazing lately. And to everyone else that who has been on tonight, thank you very much. You don't know how much it means to me. having you guys on here while I do these lives. At one point there we did have 18 viewers or something like that, so yeah, it was amazing. It was great. I love having everyone on here, even if this is your little escape from reality and your quarantine and whatever the crap's going on over there. I'm glad that I can do that, and I can give you something a little bit outside of your reality, your world, your little box that you're in, whatever. It gives me something to do too. Like, yeah, okay, fair enough, I'd probably be asleep because I got work early in the morning, but otherwise I normally I'm in my room, I'll talk to Julie, I'll play a game, I go to sleep. So it gives me something else that I can do, and I love connecting with other people. So until next time, guys, thanks very much for joining. Thanks very much to the winners for being here. You're lucky enough to get this raffle tonight. Like I said last time, I want to do more raffles on the giveaways, on the lives. They're not going to always, not every live's going to be a giveaway, so I'm not going to tell people when I do the giveaways. It would be a surprise sometimes, because it depends on how many lives I can do a week. There'll be a surprise. So pop in if you got the time, have a chat, relax, and yeah. Thanks everyone for coming tonight. We've been on here for a while, about 2.5 hours. I didn't even think I was going to be on here that long tonight because of how I was feeling before I started. But I've had fun, I've had a good time, and we've made some pretty flowers. So thanks again, everyone, and until next time, stay safe, hug your loved ones for me, and be sensible. Thanks. I'll see you next time.